All right. Hey guys, I'm Tzsweezy, and we're gonna be picking up where we left off by creating or finishing off, I guess, rather, our dwarf bust sculpture. We kind of got the shoulder and the back going, but we've done most of the face here, and we've got actually, I'm looking at it again, a pretty decent ear. You know, art takes time, and you gotta learn it, and you grow over time. But I'm saying it's a pretty decent ear for really my first or second attempt at an ear. So I'm good with that. Let me pull the chat up just in case anybody wants to hang out. All right, there we go. That's better. Now the chat is up. So just in case anybody's coming in, I'll definitely be hanging out and talking with you guys while I'm doing this. I know we focused on the chat a little bit. But yeah, so this is where we ended last time. And I think, let me put some music on and we'll get back to work. So, what don't I like here? Okay, I need to kind of fix this geometry. So let's lower the strength here. Make sure dynamic topology is still turned on. Smooth that out. Get some more geometry in here. You know what? This detail. Oh, this brush detail. Let's make it relative detail.
Sunlight begins to fade now, and I feel like I'm losing time, but I don't know how I'm here. The sunlight has turned to gray, and I feel like I'm losing love again. I don't know how I'm here.
All right. This head's a little bit more normal than what's going on back here. It's okay. That's just fine. Let's smooth that out just a little bit. There we go. All right. Before we do anything else on his face, let's go ahead and map out the beard. This is a pretty beautiful beard, and it deserves to be worked on. So we're going to go ahead and map this out. So let's create a plane. Right there, good. You know what? We're gonna turn on snapping to the face. Yep, and I want it to snap to different objects here. So let's start it right about there and make the rotation here 90. Let's make this one 90. There we go. Now it's up and down. Cool. So that's going to start us right about where I want it to start. All right. Now, snapping is still turned on, so let's go ahead and map this beard. Okay, actually, you know what? It's going to... His beard probably stops right about here, and that's where his hair begins. So we'll do different objects for that. All right. Okay, and we'll bring this out a little bit. And let's say it comes down here. There we go. I am gonna, you know what? Let's turn snapping off. Let's pull this out just a bit. Let's say there, this way I can just see it. We're just trying to map out the basics of his beard here. You know what? Let's do this. Let's put that cursor back at center here. And then snap that back down so I can just use the mirror modifier. And not have to do both sides of the beard. Yeah, it shouldn't be mirroring like that. Oh. Let's apply the rotation. There we go. Now we can push this thing forward and kind of set this back where the beard is going to be. Znado, hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Okay, I don't want it that far away. Let's just kind of bring it here, and we'll add in a solidify modifier. That's good, man. I'm glad to hear you're doing all right. I'm glad to hear you're doing all right. Okay, so his beard is beautiful, and it comes down like that. Let me see this from the front, though. Okay, so I'm going to need his beard to kind of, like, come across like this. Let me go back to object mode here. And, Nope. I don't want to duplicate that. Where's my grease pencil? Should just... Let me draw on this. No, let's draw it on the surface. Okay. It should be just Shift D to place it. What is Control D? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. I'm doing all right, Znado. I'm doing all right. Getting back in here, I promised a friend I'd turn him into a dwarf, so this is what we're doing here. This is actually the first... Like, I teach digital sculpting and stuff, but I didn't go to school for it or anything. I've just kind of picked it up, and I teach it in the process of, like, programming for game development and stuff. So this is the first time I've ever really done a face to the point where I'm like, I really like that. I'm sure he'll be happy with it. But let's go ahead and just mark out where this beard is going to go, because it's pretty much like it's going to follow this line and, like, go down that way, I think. Yeah, and it should come just a bit lower than his mouth. That's where the beard is going to kind of go like that. And then we're going to have a kind of a patch here. And then obviously we have the mustache that comes down. Okay, cool. So we have mapped that out, and then we know his beard. We look about it on the right-hand side. We know his beard comes kind of like this, and then just goes down all the way to about his Adam's apple. So, yeah. So that's about where we're gonna place that. And we're gonna try to get this good. So this does need to be a little wider though. So let's go back into edit mode here. And let's pull this over. That's about right. Let's take this up just a bit higher. Actually, let's go ahead and bring everything up just a bit higher. Alright. Alright, we're going to follow that curve around here. So, this needs to come back over a bit. There we go. Alright, and I just need to make it come down around. I kind of level this off so that way I can grab all of these. Kind of pull it down. Let's do this. Let's try snapping and just hit G. There we go. Now everything's kind of snapped into place, and then we can make the solidify modifier go in the negative direction. There we go. Oh, we'll hide that for now. I just want to kind of map. I just want to map out this beard first. You know what? Rather than snapping it down, let's not do that. Let's bring that back. There we go. Let's add in a shrink wrap modifier. Where is it? There it is. A target object, the dwarf. There we go. And that's what it's going to look like when it's done, but I don't need to see that just yet. There we go. Okay. And then let's take a look at the face here. So let's get this. Okay. Plane. So what we're gonna do, essentially this is going to, let's rotate that just a bit. Extrude this out. Put it down. Scale it down just a bit. And you know what, let's move this shrink wrap modifier up one level. Okay. Yeah, it's getting us kind of close here. Obviously, I need to pull that out a little bit more, but it's coming out. It's coming along. Oh, and I just about hit that curve perfectly. Let's bring that down. Make sure clipping is turned on. And let's turn off the solidify. Just fill that in. Here we go. Okay, now let's fill this in here. I don't like having that triangle there. But we'll add it in there for now. Let's make the mustache. And let's add in subdivision surface modifier. There we go. That rounds out his beard quite nicely. Oh, that's good. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I don't like that, because that selects everything, so I can't do that, not at once. Let's go back to vertex selection. Let's grab everything in this general area right here, and snap that. So now that beard is really on his skin, and that's good. All right, let's hide that, hide that. I work at a high school, so I work. I can't really tell you because this really isn't a part, but I work in a high school. I teach video game development, so part of this is doing digital sculpting, and you know, last year was the first year that I taught digital sculpting, and I didn't really have a lot of time during the school year to practice, and so now I'm like getting it back into it, and the school year is about to start back up, so yeah, it is kind of nice. It's a nice gig. All right, let me move these. That's really cool. What games have you worked on? And also, if you're, you know, a game artist, you feel free to give me some tips and stuff. Because I feel like I'm going to need them. All right. I don't like these being as close as they are, but that's what we're going to have to deal with. Ah, you work with VR. That's cool. All right. Let's add in this little soul patch here. We'll pull this down just a bit. Actually, I'm going to move it over because my plan is to grab this and take this right up there, pull this down, and let's see how that looks when we add all the modifiers back. Oh, that looks great. That looks great. I love that. But I do need to make it a little bit bigger, but that's okay. I can do that a little bit when we're sculpting it. But you know what? Let's go ahead and just make the thickness a bit thicker here. Huh. You know what? And we'll even come in here. There we go. No, I'm not going to be able to make that thickness the way I want it. I could probably use multiple solidify modifiers, but that seems like a lot of work. I can sculpt that down. Yeah, I don't like this mustache being that big, so let's sculpt that down just a little bit. There we go. And kind of want to reinforce this edge here, so we'll take it up right there. There we go. Trying to get that to match. Let's go ahead and hide these again, just so I can see about getting the right shape there. Ah, beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. All right, and you know what? We're gonna just make a backup of this beard in case I hate it later on. Oh wait, I didn't want to duplicate those. I want to duplicate the whole object. There we go. And let's go here. We're going to move this over so that on this level now we have the beard and the backup of the face. Okay. And grab the beard. Apply everything. There we go. We have a decent starting beard. We'll get in there and sculpt that. But let's figure out what we're doing with this helmet and hair. So I asked this guy, because I work with this guy. He's one of the teachers that I work with. And I asked him what he wanted, and he sent me this, like, unicorn bicycle helmet that was just ridiculously flamboyant. And I asked him if he was sure about that, and he didn't tell me yes. So I'm gonna. He didn't tell me yes, but he didn't exactly tell me no either. So what we're gonna do is we are going to. So cursor is selected there. What we're going to do is we're going to give him a bit of a Viking helmet, but we're going to throw a unicorn on it. Oh yeah, cool. Let me check out your Instagram real quick. Oh, nice. I'm gonna send you a follow request. Am I logged in? I hope I'm. Yeah, I'm logged in. All right, I just sent you a follow request on Instagram. Your art is pretty good. Oh, I like that. Like Well, I guess it's not a triceratops because it's only got 2 horns. So biceratops. That looks cool. Viking shield's cool. Oh, I like your ring designs. You know, I've designed my own jewelry, but I haven't. Like I've worked with artists to design my own jewelry, and I've had like great ideas, and I can do the sketch work and stuff. But I've never done it myself. But your artwork is encouraging me to try that because it looks really good. Yeah, your rings are really cool. Do you do 3D printing for your jewelry stuff? Like, do you do the 3D print and then take it to like an art store or whatever? I like your work. This is cool. That's some cool stuff. All right, let me look up some. Oh, I need that. Let's do this. Yeah, we do this thing at my school. We turn, well, since I started teaching this digital sculpting and game development and stuff, we have done this once. And so last year was the first year, but I plan to keep doing it. We are going to turn teachers who want to be turned into video game characters into video game characters. So my students do the digital sculpting, they do the 3D modeling, they create the costume and everything, and they turn the teacher into something. So last year was okay, but it was the first year we did it, and this year I'm really looking forward to it because I've got a lot of talented kids this time. Plus, I kind of figured out how to teach it a little better. All right, I need Viking helmets. All right, what do we got here? No, we're not going to go Dovahkiin. You know what? Let me, instead of a Viking helmet, let's look at a Dwarf helmet. Oh, these are cool. And the problem with these is that it hides most of the face, which I guess is a good thing for like an actual helmet, but okay, so I'm kind of seeing how these are created here. Let's go. You know what? I'm gonna try to do something like Gimli's helmet. So let's go ahead and create a circle here. We'll start with just the circle. No, I don't want the... There we go. Just a circle here. And we'll kind of pull this up and look at it from the top. There we go. Rotation 0. Okay, let's turn snapping off and let's make something akin to Gimli's helmet. So we're going to scale that sucker out and then extrude it directly up. Oh, I need to flip those normals. There we go. Okay, and you know what? We're gonna put that there, and let's fit this kind of to his weirdly shaped head. I tried to match my coworker's head as closely as possible. Maybe just stretch out, and at this point, maybe I just need to pull these out individually. Because probably from about here to here. Now, you know what? Before I do anything else, let us add a mirror modifier. I want to be able to select through stuff here. I want to grab everything on this side and just delete those vertices. Turn clipping on, and there we go. And now I can work with it and not have to worry about it. So, yeah, I guess what we'll do here is we'll grab to about there, and we'll just kind of.
You're beyond busy. Between work and the kids, the dogs and the cat, let us help. With Publix delivery powered by Instacart, you'll get the items you need.
And then add a solidify modifier here.
Time you'd like your order delivered, and grocery shopping is done, giving you more time to take care of everything else. Publix delivery powered by Instacart. Visit Publix.com/delivery to shop now. That's Publix.com/delivery. Item prices vary.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna sit pretty firmly on his head, but we'll just push this in a bit. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted this one.
Same couch, different day. This is episode 1 of your Bahamas adventure. This is not your weekend on repeat. This is a weekend worth repeating on Royal Caribbean's Mariner of the Seas, starting at $249 from Miami. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Prices are per person, double occupancy, interior room, reflect savings, subject to availability, taxes, fees, import expenses, additional terms apply. Ships registered Bahamas.
Hey, what's up? This is Lau. I keep things fresh by constantly going in with no expectations. I think the songs that I'm the most excited about are ones that I literally had no idea. Like, I didn't even imagine it in my brain in the slightest. A lot of it is up to just the moment and, like, seeing subconsciously what happens and what decisions I'm making that I'm not necessarily conscious of. And that's where the stuff that feels different to me, that's where it comes from. Break the norm with a new kind of network. Xfinity Mobile. Click or tap the banner.
You know what? Just so I can, let's do this. Let's go to cursor is selected. 3D cursor here. Ah, booyah. Okay, cool. Now his helmet's kind of fitting the way it's supposed to. Perfect. I'm going to leave that just like that for now. And then, let's see, Gimli's helmet kind of goes up, but I don't want to do just a complete Gimli. I want to kind of do a mashup of helmets here. So, okay. Yeah, okay, so let's do this. Nope. There we go. Wait, what happened to the ring I selected? Oh, let's turn on proportional editing. That's the problem. There we go. All right, and you know what? We'll take the helmet all the way up and then just kind of, yeah, I will actually move this back to median point here. Not a fan. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of going to mash up a mix of Gimli's and the Dovahkiins because this guy sent me what he wanted, and what he wanted was this, like, really, like, flamboyant, non-dwarvish, like, unicorn helmet, like something a brownie or a brony would wear. But even, like, that would be almost too excessive for that subgroup. And so I'm going to kind of combine Gimli's helmet here with that. So let's kind of repeat the process here. And then we will scale that back down to the 3D cursor and just kind of bring that in so that things kind of go normally. And I can pull that up. Okay, now I could fill this in, but that would be kind of a bad idea. So let's just bring this. Okay. Have to do this manually a little bit. Okay. Oh, that is massively bad. Let's try to... There we go. Okay. So there is the beginning of his dwarven helmet here. And what I need to do is pick the right hand side. Let's go and let's say that there we go. Alt S. Oh wait, nope. Dang it. Wrong key. So 0.25. Too much. Too much. 0.05. So there's a rim. And we can just bring that down a little bit. And there we go. So now our helmet has the rim here. Okay, you know what? And actually, I can probably get rid of the solidify modifier now. Yeah. You know what? Let's actually go to, let's go to here. Let's scale that on the y-axis to 0. And do the same thing. Oh, I didn't grab all of them.
I miss those nights when we were younger and we would never sleep. So let's forget about tomorrow and live for tonight while we're free.
You know what? I kind of hate that. Yeah, let's go back to here. Okay. And actually, you know what? We'll just delete that. And let's just add in a sphere. Thankfully, I didn't spend too much time on that. That would have been a bummer. Alright, there's a start for the helmet. Damn. Okay, I think I figured out how I'm gonna do this stupid unicorn horn on the top here, but okay, so let's kind of outline the rest of this helmet. So there kind of needs to be a thing that comes down and maps out his ear, or kind of like covers and protects his ear. So I might need to make a couple of objects for this helmet, and that's okay. And actually, let's stop being able to adjust the beard and the dwarf for right now. Okay. Alright, orthographic mode. Okay, cool. So the area over which I'm going to need kind of his ear padding is kind of here. So let's just pull this down and scale that on the x-axis to 0. Pull that out just a bit, and we're going to have to add a loop cut here. Pull that out. No, that's probably... Yeah, that'll be all right. I'll worry about that in just a second. I just want to map this out. Okay. There we go. So there's his little ear protection thing. And then, you know what we'll do? We'll go ahead and add, I don't want a freaking cube. Cursor to selected. And you know what? Let's mark it here. Yeah. And then we'll add in another plane here. Rotate that on the Y 90. Apply that rotation. And then this will be the metal piece that comes down to kind of protect him. Ah, okay. I see how I'm going to have to do this. Alright, let's add a solidify modifier to this. And just increase the thickness just a bit. There we go. But I don't need all of those faces, so I guess what I'm going to do here, we'll make a vertex group. So... Alright, it got everything I needed it to get. Good. Okay. Then we can go back to the solidify modifier. Only apply that around the leather hat. There we go. Now, it's not perfect, but it's a great place to start from. Then you know what? I'm actually just going to... Let's delete this. So we've got that, this is the leather under helmet. Go into edit mode here. And I need these two sections here. We'll duplicate them and separate them off. Metal helmet. You know what? No, cursor to active. Here we go. Okay. we go. But we will hide the solidify modifier for now because I don't need it. There we go. Why is clipping not turned on? So we take that up to there, which actually reminds me, I should grab these two as well. Okay. Now I can look at it from the side, extrude up on the Z, and there we go. Okay. You know, I can mirror on the X and Y, right? So there we go. Perfect. There we go. That way I can't move it. Let's go ahead and scale that on the Y-axis so that they're flat. Shift tab. Okay, that's what I'd forgotten. There we go. Oh, let me turn off snapping. So I can just move that back. Not face, I want vertex. Oh, Zenato, that's a really cool ring. Yeah, shoot, I like that. My own wedding ring. My own wedding ring has very similar designs to that. Think of like the Celtic knot with it's got the Trinity knot with the never-ending I can't remember the name of the knot. The Lorne knot, I think. Yeah, my own wedding ring has very similar designs to that, so it's pretty cool. I really like it. But I designed my own band. Well, like I said, I don't really do any of the actual that's still got snapping turned on. Let me turn that off. I don't do any of the actual no, I don't want that. I don't want that result. There we go. Now we've got the top of our helmet secured here. And we'll add in 2, 3. No, just 2. I added one here just to kind of turn snapping off. Just a bit. There we go. It is going to need to be beveled, but oh, he is going to regret telling me that I can do whatever I want with his helmet. He is definitely going to regret it. Alright, and I need 3 little sections here. 3. Join that. Join that one. Oh, and I guess I don't need this one. It's all vertice. Oh, he is definitely gonna regret this. Okay. Oh, what is this? Yeah, I'm kind of doing something akin to that and Gimli's helmet, but I am going to smack the unicorn horn from what he had foolishly suggested. I'm going to smack that right on the very top of his helmet. Kind of like a dunce cap. But I am kind of working with that and the Gimli helmet that I have pulled up. So let's do this. Let's just go ahead and we will move the cursor there. And we'll add in a cone. Alright, and actually, you know what, we'll separate that up by selection. So this is just the... Okay, it's not going to be very big for right now. I'm just mapping this stuff out.
Or into a more tranquil sound. Florida Blue has you covered. Investing in your health and your community.
Okay, so if this is all metal and it's over the leather cap, then that means what I need to do.
You're beyond busy. Between work and the kids, the dogs and the cat, let us help. With Publix delivery powered by Instacart,
Just gonna
you'll get the items
pull
you need
this
from the store you know. Just shop online.
out just a
Select the time
bit.
you'd like your order delivered, and grocery shopping is done, giving you more time to take care of everything else. Publix delivery powered by Instacart. Visit Publix.com/delivery to shop now. That's Publix.com/delivery. Item prices vary from in-store prices. Service fees may apply. Available in select zip codes. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
This another weekend waiting on the delivery guy? You should get that. This is not takeout. This is the Royal Caribbean. This is sinking your teeth into the flavors of Coco K. This is not same couch, different day. This is episode 1 of your Bahamas adventure. This is not your weekend on repeat. This is a weekend worth repeating on Royal Caribbean's Mariner of the Seas, starting at $249 from Miami. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Prices are per person, double occupancy, interior room with flex savings, subject to availability, taxes, fees, import expenses, additional terms apply. Ships registry.
Alright, I can't continue my mirroring it at the moment. So let me see if there's anything else I want to change before. See if there's anything I want to change before we get started. Nope. Okay, cool. Actually, I do, before I get into this, I just want to apply the Vertex Group Solidify modifier. Alright, let's see how the solidify modifier changes with metal rim now. Yeah, because it doesn't need to go all the way inwards. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, and we'll just go ahead and duplicate that. And move it here as well. Okay, and actually, this leather helmet piece here, let's turn off the solidify. No, you know what? I don't need to do that. I can just pull these vertices over more and then rotate it to make it fit a little bit more. And we'll kind of do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Solidify modifier back. Metal helmet. Cool, cool, kachoo. Okay. So, the way that this kind of comes down is it comes down a little bit and then this kind of rotates. Did I extrude off of that? I think. Did I? Looks like I did. And you know what? I don't need to see the background image right now. Where is that? We'll turn those off for now. Alright, we'll extrude off. Rotate. Scale down just a bit. You know what? Maybe this needs to be a little wider. And then it looks like it comes down to a point right about here. Nope. Do I have duplicate vertices? I think I do. Oh, let's turn off. Blender is pretty easy to learn. I have a second YouTube channel, so you're watching me on Twitch, which is awesome. Thank you very much. But I also have a YouTube channel for all of these videos. It's just TKZ Life. My wife and I are kind of streaming on that and doing some other content. But I have one that I use for teaching this stuff called TZ Teaches. And so let me just write that in the response there. So it's a YouTube channel for TZ Teaches, and it literally walks you through everything you need to know from like how to interact with the interface to Tzsweezy's me. So I wrote that in there, but the TZ Teaches, which I wonder if I can change that. I could probably change how I interact with this chat through Restream. But yeah, TZ Teaches is the YouTube channel. You can just go there, and it literally will have everything from like interacting with it, doing basic 3D modeling, and all the tools and stuff explained for digital sculpting. So I tried to make it like super kind of informative and easy enough to follow that high school students can understand. So I think I did a pretty good job in that with that channel. But if you wanted to learn Blender, there you go. Otherwise, if you want a little bit, I guess, more professional stuff, cgcookie.com is a fantastic place to learn. All right, there we go. There we go. Now we've got it all. All right, this is a new, we're going to make this a new vertex group here. Ear, metal ear. All right, we will assign that. Select it just to make sure, nothing else. Okay, cool. And then we will add a solidify modifier just to this. Let's kind of make those a little smaller. There we go. I might have made that too long. Okay. So now that we've got kind of where the helmet's going to be placed, let's map out where his hair is going to kind of come down through. So the metal helmet is good, and it's got the leather part and the unicorn. Oh, actually, I guess I could probably set that unicorn horn now. Cursor is selected. Now let's selection to cursor. Oh. So, Znado, what software do you usually use when you're doing your game art and when you're doing your sculpting? Do you use Maya or something else, or ZBrush or something else? Oh, that's cool. What miniature? What are you going for as the final product there? Okay, that looks cool. The small version of that miniature that you've got there looks like. I hope you don't take offense to this, but it kind of looks like Voldemort, like the small version, right? I can't, because there's not a lot of detail when it's really small like that, but it looks good. It looks good. But my first thought when I saw it was like, oh, Voldemort's back. So. All right, let's just move this up just a bit. There we go. Okay, cool. So now we have the absolute base there, and now we can selection to cursor. All right, cool. And how high will the unicorn? Oh no, I don't want the proportional editing to do anything. Unicorn horn. Why can I not? All right, we'll just add in a couple of cuts for subdivisions here. Wait. Why isn't it adding in the ring cuts that I need? Huh. That is annoying. You know what? We're gonna delete these. We're gonna delete the cone. I want nothing to do with that cone. We'll do it with a cylinder. There we go. All right. And I'm gonna keep that bottom face for now, but I don't really need it. Okay. So, Znado, I don't know if you answered the question when I asked. Let me go back up. But no, I am not from Canada. Sorry, I didn't see that question. What games have you worked on? I really want to learn. You know, I do programming and game development and stuff, so the art side is totally new to me. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I am. But I've got a couple of game ideas that I want to work on. But it's cool. Your SGS. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Alright, so let's go back. Let's set the height of this unicorn horn. We will say there, because he shouldn't have given me this much power. Alright, and we'll go ahead and we'll add in some stuff here so that I can sculpt that, where we've got some decent faces. Oh yes, he shall regret this. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and set this hair. We'll add in a plane here. He has such a stupid helmet, but I love it, and it's going to work for him. And his students, hopefully, will enjoy the model that I render, the final version. I think that'll be fun. Oh, is this a video that you made? Wow, this is really cool. You did this in Maya? Oh, I like that minigun. Ooh, does something explode? Does something explode? Please tell me something explodes. No! There's part 2? No, there's not. This is cool. This is I like this. Nice little robot. All right, so we're gonna take this plane out here, and you know what? Let's turn snapping back on. We'll snap to the face, and we'll drag this all the way out here, and we should align the rotation. So. Oh, I see. Oh, VR guns. That's cool. Did you do the programming on that? For these guns? Oh, that's cool. Just the art? Well, either way, it looks cool. It looks cool. Okay, so you know what I should probably do here? What we're going to do is we will add in an empty object here. And we'll just make this called hair. And I guess in truth we'll set the hair down there, but there's a couple ways I could do this hair. I want to be able to 3D print this for him if he wants it, so I can't really do particle hair. So we're gonna have to sculpt this on. So I'm probably just gonna map it out like we did. So this will be the, we'll call this back of head. I'll have to do some hair strands coming down the front too. So let's see, what does his hair look like from the side? Just kind of curly. Okay, but if he were a dwarf, his beard would be a lot longer, and his hair would be a lot longer too. So we will take some serious creative liberties with this. You know what? And we will, let's. Guess we'll start in the back of the head here. Oh. Oh. Keep moving it instead of changing the rotation. I'm over here. There we go. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, Zenato, your work is pretty good. Let's get into the cave. There we go. I love this song. It's from Zig Ziglar, or the Adrian von Ziegler or whatever. Very nice. Very nice. Sorry if you're just coming in and that was a little loud. But that's a cool video. Okay. Let's mark out this hair, and then... Alright. So we're going to have to obviously start the hair here. As if it's coming out of the head. And you know what, we'll even do a mirror modifier, and we'll turn on clipping so that we can kind of keep our stuff sane. It's okay, that's close enough. Alright, and then obviously we'll have to take the hair kind of over to here. And it looks like his hair comes down, and you know what, let's looks like his hair will like come down like this. Go. Alright, one last piece in there. And you know what? I'll go ahead and give us shoot. There we go. Okay. So, now let's go ahead, we'll add in a solidify modifier. Take the thickness out to the negative, but I don't want it quite yet. So we'll leave it for now, and then we will add in a subdivision surface as well. What does this do? Okay, no. So, taking some liberties here, let's look up dwarf hair. No, I don't want dwarf hair grass. How about just dwarf hair? Thanks, Google autocomplete. Okay, so there's some braids, there's some like fluffy pieces, but generally it's pretty straight. It's not really curly. And it goes pretty long. So let's say we take the hair down to here. Come back in, we'll add in some braids and stuff, but let's say we take the hair down to there. And we'll also need his, we'll have some hair kind of come down in his front of his face like that. That's okay. Okay, so yeah, now let's grab this and just take it all the way. There we go. That's 4 cuts. There we go. Okay, so we'll fill this in to right there. Actually, maybe right there. And then we'll take this out a little bit further. Because I'm going to have to... I will come back in and sculpt this hair. But just to give it enough. Let's make it... Let's take the thickness back negative. Let's see what that's going to look like. Okay, I can't stand that. Let's make that a little bit. There we go. Okay, so that's not too bad. That's like that's hair and it sticks. Obviously, I'm gonna have to kind of sculpt that quite a bit. But now for the fun part. So that's kind of the general idea for the hair that we've got going on here. Okay. And now we'll turn off snapping, get in here with the, turn off this, get in here with the proportional editing tool, and pull these off. So here we go. Turn that on. Let's just kind of pull that back a little, because no hair really just sticks to the body. So we'll go in here, we'll pull this off. Look at this majestic mane that's happening. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, but this, that needs to go in, because it needs to like come out of his helmet. Okay, and let's go ahead and apply our mirror modifier. Apply the mirror modifier, and we'll leave the solidify on the surface, but now I can come in here and add some extra strands here. We can kind of create one, or you know what, maybe I should grab these two to start, and we'll rotate this. Okay, this, wait, why am I selecting both of those? Yeah, we'll go to there, turn off proportional editing, screw that down, rotate that. And actually, I should probably snap that. Which means that these should come down a bit. What? Oh, I grabbed way too many. What happened? Oh, let's turn snapping off for this. That's what happened.
Shop online, select the time you'd like your order delivered, and grocery shopping is done, giving you more time to take care of everything else. Publix delivery, powered by Instacart. Visit Publix.com/delivery to shop now. That's Publix.com/delivery. Item prices vary from in-store prices. Service fees may apply. Available in select zip codes. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Whether you're rocking out or into a more tranquil sound, Florida Blue has you covered. Investing in your health and your community. So you can feel good saying that's my kind of blue. Click to learn more about Florida Blue.
Here's a project that will have your neighbors knocking at your door. It's the do-it-yourself workshop at the Home Depot this month.
Yeah, I actually don't like that.
Planter box made from scratch is your project. We'll help you cut, stain, and assemble the parts, and even shop for materials.
Just delete
Did you
that.
know
Yeah.
The best way to make it yours is to make it yourself. Register today at homedepot.com/workshops. Thursday, August 16th, starting at 6:30 p.m. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
Here we go. All right, and that's the basic shape. I'll get in there. I'll get in there with the sculpt brushes once everything is laid out. All right, how long have I been working on this? What time is it? It's almost 3 o'clock. Okay. All right, cool. There we go. That's the effect I'm looking for. Okay, let's, you know what, we're gonna just add a material to this. We'll assign it. No. Well, let's go back. So, add a new material. Hair. And for some reason, a lot of dwarves are redheaded. So, we'll go to the cycles render. Diffuse color. So we'll just kind of make this like a little bit of a gingery red here. Oh, that's hideous. Okay, let's make that darker. That's a little bit better. And we can kind of do that with, let's see, leather, new material. Color here, this is going to be a brown. Just to see what this is going to look like when all is said and done. Unicorn horn. That is not going to be a pure white. That will be more of a silver. That's maybe a little too. And then maybe a little, like a hint of blue. Maybe a hint of like this color. There we go. Okay. And the metal helmet, we'll just make this just gray right now. Oh, the dwarf. His color. Let's see what we can do. Like you're gonna go like a. Oh, I have a color dropper. Yeah. Let's grab that color. Maybe not that color. Let's grab that color right there. Okay, and then the beard is going to use the hair color. Okay, so not... Hey, that doesn't look terrible. That doesn't look terrible. It definitely needs to be sculpted, and we'll get out of material mode now. And we'll just go back to the matte cap. But it doesn't look terrible. So now I need a second piece of hair. And we'll do kind of some front strands. Just kind of fill in this area and this area. So, out of plane here. We will jump in edit mode. Grab it. Let's turn off proportional editing. Turn on snapping. Move everything over to this general area. And this is also hair, so up. Don't want that as the median point anymore. Okay, good. That looks stupid. Let's go ahead. Let's hide the helmet. Jamie, if you're watching this, it'll be our little secret that you're bald under your helmet. So let's look at what this looks like with materials. I already applied this stuff on the beard. Oh well. Let's just make this a little thicker. Yeah, and I'll have to sculpt that down. But let's actually go back in edit mode here, because I kind of hate that. Let's, oh, turn snapping off. hide the helmet and the leather cap here. Jump into edit mode. And I guess I need to hide that because, yeah, there we go. And I'll fix that with the sculpts. But I do need to come over here and try to align these better. That's okay. Huh. What is this? What am I listening to? Let's change this. Let's change this. There we go. All right, let's work on his beard. I think I've done everything I need to as far as laying out these pieces right now. I'll need to sculpt all this stuff, but I think I've done everything I need to do for now. Yeah. All right, so let's grab the beard. Oh, can't select the beard apparently. All right, minimize that. And go into sculpt mode. Awesome. Thanks for the follow, Znato. Appreciate it. I am going to fully admit here, this will be my first time. That's fine. Because this beard already has... This will be my first time sculpting facial hair. No, it doesn't have a point at this point, but what I'm actually going to do for the horn is I'm going to sculpt that as well. So, like everything that I just did, I just kind of laid out these pieces, and I'm going to add in the more detail in sculpt mode. So, when we get here, it will end up with a point, but it doesn't have one yet. It'll also have kind of some swirls around it, like you would expect from a unicorn horn. But let's go ahead and just kind of add in some extra geometry here. So, we'll take the strength down. And just kind of lightly go over this and just add in some more geometry so that I can get something to really work with. And then let's come in here and smooth that out so all that geometry takes place. All right. Now, his beard... Essentially, can I do a grease pencil here? Yeah, I can. Okay. I want his beard to come down to here. So, let's do this. We'll grab the snake hook brush. We will increase our strength and our radius here. And see what we get. Just drag and pull down. Ah, this is so much easier to do in sculpt mode than it would have been to do in edit mode, and that's why digital sculpting is a thing. Oh, I love this. Okay, let's pull this out. Let's kind of say this. I don't want to take it too far. There we go. We got some thickness to this beard. It's a thick beard. All right. Oh my goodness, so good. So good already. Okay. But let's go ahead and kind of make some marks here as to like where some pieces would be. So he would more than likely, he's going to have like a concentration of hair that comes in here. Alright, smooth that out. What is going on back there? I mean, it should be fine. What is that? That was weird. Okay, so it appears I've got some faces coming through the other side. That's what I thought was going on, but I wasn't sure kind of how that happened. Unless, like, that's just too... If it's just too close. Oh, yeah, it's definitely too close. Okay, let's hide all of the hair. Yeah. That's way too close. Okay. So, what we need to do here is we need to inflate this section so that it pulls away, and then actually we can kind of grab this. Well, let's snake hook this away. Okay, you know what? I wonder if I can get... How much? That's as far back as I can get on the beard. Okay, well, in that case, we'll go to object mode and just undo the beard. So we'll hide this again. We'll hide the hair and the dwarf head so that now we can go into sculpt mode here and I can actually pull this down. Okay, and then just to help myself out, we'll come back in here and we will inflate this whole area here. So that we don't run into that issue where we had before. Or at least we can try to avoid it. Alright, let's bring these back and then place our beard how we want it. I might have taken it too far. That's okay. We'll bring it back to the face here. Yeah, you know what? Ain't nobody gonna see back there. If it were game ready model, I wouldn't be doing it this way either. So. Okay, let's I guess let's bring back the hairs. And kind of push that back in because I don't really want it to look like that. Okay. No, that's a that's way too far out. I just want to see if I can kind of get rid of this. Maybe I should have mapped out the full beard instead of just like a portion of it. Well, okay, so we've kind of fixed that beard problem. You know, that's a good point. I really probably should. I just... Huh. How do I undo that? Before I do that, let's go into edit mode on the beard here. Because that's how his human beard looks. Nah, that should be fine. That's alright. That's an okay starting piece. Okay, bring back the dwarf. Okay. And we're just gonna grab off pieces. Well, we'll start with the inflate tool. Alright, let's get rid of the helmet and all of the helmet accessories. And you know what? We will... Okay. And instead of looking at orthographic, let's do this in perspective mode, because I don't need to be sculpting in orthographic. Let's turn up the strength here. Still trying to keep the same type of beard outline as before. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright. You know what? We'll undo that, because honestly, if it's underneath here, that's probably fine. Treat this like a sculpture anyways. Oh, let's undo that. And where did I want his beard to go down to? I think about there. That's a decent length for a beard. I need to add in some like kind of special like knots and things, or braids, but we've pulled it in the right direction. Alright, we'll just come in here, we'll just turn the strength down and kind of smooth this out. Let me turn up the strength just a bit. Alright, and I need to inflate that because his mustache I didn't realize I would want a little wider, so we're gonna see what we can do to kind of inflate this a bit. Okay, now I want to put some braids, or maybe not braids, maybe just like chunks of hair here. So let's come in here with a sculpt draw brush, and we'll say that coming off of his mustache here will be its own chunk. So come in here with this, you can kind of scrape this away. Come in with a light crease. Okay. And then we will kind of chunk together this part. Let's outline that. So Let's chunk it. Let's say all of this is one big mighty beard. Mighty beard chunk. Okay. And that's not too far. Okay, cool. So we'll scrape away some more. Let's try to give the rest of this a stone-like, because it's hair, but it's also supposed to be a bust. So what I need, let's come in here. Let's add in some stone. And then say it's gonna come back. So let's actually do this. Let's come in here and we'll say all of this got chunked together. So let's say we have a metal band here. Like we get to kind of hard crease that.
With the cool, refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's brewed with real iced tea. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Unwind with a twist. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Hey, what's up? This is Lau. I keep things fresh by constantly going in with no expectations. I think the songs that I'm the most excited about are ones that I literally had no idea. Like, I didn't even imagine it in my brain in the slightest. A lot of it is up to just the moment.
There we go. Now he's got a ringlet in his beard, which is good. But let's.
Conscious of, and that's where the stuff that feels different to me, that's where it comes from. Break the norm with a new kind of network. Xfinity Mobile. Click or tap the banner.
You're beyond busy. Between work and the kids, the dogs and the cat, let us help. With Publix delivery powered by Instacart, you'll get the items you need from the store you know. Just shop online, select the time you'd like your order delivered, and grocery shopping is done, giving you more time to take care of everything else. Publix delivery powered by Instacart. Visit Publix.com/delivery to shop now. That's Publix.
All right, so he's got one ringlet,
Item prices vary from in-store prices. Service
and
available
let's
in
actually
Publix, where shopping is
let's add in the other ringlet.
Whether you're rocking out or into a more tranquil sound, Florida Blue has you covered. Investing in your health and your community. So you can feel good saying that's my kind of blue. Click to learn more about Florida Blue.
Yeah, the music's back. I don't have Spotify Premium, so all those ads, it's a bit annoying. But it's back now, so all right. All right, now let's drop that back down. Come in here with a crease. Yeah, you know what? YouTube and ad block, not a bad idea. I'll have to consider that for next time. And actually, you know what? I wonder. Let me add ad block, because I'm playing with the web player, so I wonder. Alright, so ad block's on now. Now with ad block on, I wonder if the Spotify web player will continue to play ads. I guess that depends on whether or not ad block is working with Spotify or not. Okay. Alright, so we got kind of a ring here. And I want more of a, like a swooping effect with his beard hair. So I guess what we'll do, well, let's try the snake hook brush. And relative detail. I don't need brush detail on this one. I'm just gonna pull this out a bit. Oh, got too close. Dang it. Alright, well, I'll have to... I mean, that definitely swoops, but now we just gotta get rid of kind of the hair, some of the hair in between here. So let's kind of scrape this down. Ah, oh, dang it! I broke the ring there. Let me mask on this. Let's say I only wanna affect like this section. Okay. Okay. And now I can kind of go in here and yeah, let's turn on some dynamic topology. Let's yep, no big deal. But I want to add some jitter to my stroke here. Yeah. And the strength down. Maybe. Okay. All right, and now that it's actually that it's down there, I kind of want to bring it back out. So what I want to do is kind of like pop it back now. So we'll go to relative detail, turn jitter off, and just kind of come out here and Znato, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think that looks? Do you think that looks like real enough for like maybe stone hair? You know, like sculpted stone hair, or what do you think? Yeah? All right. Well, if you say it's good, then I'm gonna trust your word on that. And I think let's bring back the helmet pieces, and let's bring back the back hair. Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. I think that would be really good for printing. Let's see, what time is it? It is 3:30. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm ready to. You know what? And I think that looks a lot. I think that looks a lot closer to him. Still needs some work. He needs eyebrows. What is this? Oh, okay. Okay. All right, guys. Hey, I'm gonna take kind of a real quick break here. My dog is like, "Hey, I need to go out." Actually, you know what? How long is this stream? 2.5 hours. Yeah. You know what? I think this is good for today. I will do another. Hey, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. I will do a part 3 sometime next week thank you, Zenato, for that hair. I will definitely take a look at that and try to improve this beard, and definitely do that for the back hair a little bit. Or I guess not his back hair, but like, you know, the hair on his head. But I will do a part 3 sometime this week, maybe tomorrow, if my wife doesn't have us doing anything on Sunday. So thanks for hanging out. I'll be doing a Skyrim playthrough, first time ever, tonight, starting roughly at 6 o'clock. So I hope you guys turn out for that. But otherwise, thanks for hanging out, and I will see you next time.